Day outside. I get to share this couple minutes with you. Today I want to talk to you concerning Psalm 19 verse 14, a verse of reflection, a verse of purpose. Psalm 19:14 says, "May the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord." That's the King James Version. Listen to it as I read it from the Message translation. It says, "These are the words in my mouth. These are what I chew on and pray. Accept them when I place them on the morning altar. O God, my altar rock. God, priest of my altar." Well, it's strong. That's powerful. This is speaking to me of a willful decision for us to take our words and the thoughts of our mind and put them before the Lord on a daily basis. I want to read something that I wrote for you. It says, I reflected on this. I wrote, written by King David. It is not known at what stage of his life he wrote this, but I like to think that it was at a time in his life during his young teenage years as he was out keeping watch over the sheep. Everything he saw around him reminded him of God. God was his rock, his shepherd, and his fortress because he was in relationship with God. We know that that is important. That's the foundation of us knowing anything in truth about God. He cared what God thought. And I wrote, sometimes I think we need to be a little bit more caring. I know that he knew a little bit of scripture. They had at that time, and he was recounting his past victories that he knew God had given him. But the bottom line is, he wanted to walk right before God. He wanted his speech to be right before his God. He wanted the very things he thought of to be pleasing to the Lord. All these thousands of years later, this should be our heart as well. Again, may the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord. I was thinking about the word meditation. The verse that came to mind, it's Joshua 1:8. It says, "Study this book of instruction continually, meditate, spend time with it. Meditate on it day and night, so you will be sure to obey everything written in it. Only then will you prosper and succeed in all you do." And I was thinking about our words, and the scripture that came to mind with that is Proverbs 18:21. It said, the tongue can bring death. This is New Living Translation. The tongue can bring death or life. Those who love to talk will reap the consequences. Again, it's a verse of purpose, a verse of reflection. I had a certain verse over here, but I will say, are we watching the words of our mouth throughout the day? Are we watchful over the things that we think throughout the day? And it's not so much of a legalistic form like we have to be on top. We got to make sure that we're on top of what we're saying and what we're thinking. We do this because we want to. We want to please him. Here it is. "Thy word have I hid in my heart, that I should not sin against thee." Psalm 119:11. What you put in is what's going to come out. The more we're into the word, the more the word is into us. And the more we reflect on those things, and the more we meditate on those things, and the more we speak those things. So I'm encouraging you to spend time in the Word. Like David, have your heart set on the things of God. And this is what brings him honor. So this is Doug with another Morning Fix, and be blessed. I'll talk to you next time. Bye.